in the red zone this time. On third down, Taylor. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 82 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a first down throw, Watson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Let's go!
Here's Watson now on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football.
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Taylor. And his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Fournette. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on fourth down with Taylor. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Play action. Now Taylor. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, the receiver's breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney. with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8, and the wideout in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's caught, Fedorowicz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd down, that's Miller. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ohio. Let's go.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9,
To throw on 2nd down. Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eye.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Here's Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Leonard Fournette. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. Finds through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they would...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4. To throw is Taylor. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Taylor. And he's got it to Hearns. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And it's third down and goal from the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyrod Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Taylor. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Watson, off play action. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 38.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete. It's Allington. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. On first down, it's Taylor. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. 23 yards on the play. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And shedding through the tackle. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throw left side, caught by Butler. 20! And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bryce Butler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And this one through the uprights and good. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't...
Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Play action, it's Taylor. And some space here. Room to run inside the 40, and he's brought down. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Taylor, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Taylor. And this one's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50, 30, 10 for touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now it's Taylor. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Now Taylor. Green with a catch left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. It's a gain of 5 on the play. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 51 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Flex round!
On second down, here's Miller. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of